The first rule of marketing is a license. It is permission to ignore everything else in the handbook, yet most brands never use it. We are taught that best practices offer protection. Match the category norms, follow the proven templates, and keep the brand from looking weird. But when every brand follows those same instructions, they all sound the same. Customers stop noticing the nuances, and the brands become interchangeable. In this environment, the safe choice is the most expensive path you can take. Being unmemorable costs more in lost attention than being polarizing ever will. Attention can be engineered using a specific formula. Conventional thinking plus strategic risk equals market attention. Conventional thinking is the baseline that makes a brand functional, but lacks the friction to get noticed. Survival depends on mastering the volatile variable, strategic risk. Effective marketing requires principles, but breakthrough marketing requires knowing when to violate conventions. Breakthroughs are rarely the result of random inspiration. They come from 3 specific points of origin. First, doing the unexpected. This involves using a channel or format that makes peers nervous because it doesn't fit the standard category mold. Second, challenging assumptions. Audit the defaults in your industry and identify which ones are actual requirements and which are just inherited habits. Third, refusing boring norms. This is the deliberate rejection of predictable launch sequences, stock imagery, and identical headlines. A breakthrough happens when you actively reject the defaults of your category to force the market to look at you. Breaking rules without a strategy is just noise. Random risk creates chaos, and chaos rarely leads to attention. Strategic risk involves breaking one specific rule in one specific place for a clear purpose. You can engineer this risk using a 4-step framework. Step 1. List your category's 5 unwritten rules. Identify the exact way everyone in your space designs their homepage or writes their emails. Step 2. Pick one rule to break where deviation is highly visible. Step 3. Tie that break to a real differentiator to create a distinct position. Step 4. Measure attention, not approval. Focus on whether customers noticed rather than if peers approved. Disciplined, strategic rule-breaking takes a brand out of the background and places it into a distinct position that the market remembers. Balancing foundational principles with strategic risk is how a brand moves from generic messaging to a memorable campaign. Within the next 24 hours, name one convention in your category that everyone else follows. Design one piece of content or one ad that breaks it for a clear reason. Ship that asset to the market inside of 7 days. Track the replies, shares, and comments. Pay attention to how the market reacts, while ignoring the internal applause from within your company. Conventional marketing makes you a comfortable competitor. Strategic rule-breaking makes you the brand people remember. Breaking one rule on purpose is what moves the market. To find more frameworks for turning ignored brands into talked-about brands, subscribe at bizrocket.substack.com.